Man, it's your boy Hot Sauce and Hot Sauce 662 Legendary Lifestyle. Another day, another dollar. Whatever you do, please make sure it's legendary and next. There she go.
Love me some sugar. Welcome. This is Sugar Sugar. I am here with Mr. Hot Sauce, and we are talking about some relationship topics today. Relationship topics because men and women think very differently
Yeah,
sometimes. I'm
we're
not sure because we're both Aquariuses, so
no,
you
men
can't
and
even
women.
say that it's like, you know what I'm saying, the stars and Aquariuses think different from this and that because we're both an Aquarius. So this is a male and female Aquarius perspective, I guess, right?
When your birthday? When your birthday?
February 7th.
Oh, you're a February Aquarius. They don't count. I'm just playing.
Anyway.
But but
Okay.
um but men and women they are totally they different creatures. So it's like we totally think different. We just
Okay.
we just have the ability to communicate with each other very well, but we're totally different creatures.
All right. Whatever you say. Sounds good. So, what are some of the so why do you think we're so different? I mean, we think different anyway. I feel like I'm a logical thinker, but a lot of men feel like they're logical thinkers. So I don't know.
I think men are the thinkers. They're the thinkers. They're the decision makers because they're the protectors. And if you're gonna protect, you gotta be able to know how to direct. You know what I'm saying? And that requires a lot of thinking. But right now we just
Okay.
we elaborating on the roles, gender
Okay.
roles.
So what do you feel? I feel like the gender roles are very skewed. In
Of
this,
course you do. You're a woman.
no, we both understand and know that gender roles are not what they used to be. This isn't the 50s and 40s anymore. So the gender roles in totality are very different. Women are working now. Women are making more money than a lot of the men. Well, women are in the actual field. Men make more money than women, but far as holistically, women are making more money than we ever have. I mean, that's just
And
real stuff.
that's probably be the problem because we're worse off now.
So
Right?
you feel like we're worse off because women are making more money?
No, we worst off as far as relationships, marriages. I mean, you see what's going on.
I don't think money has anything to do with it. I think there's a lot of
It's
other things besides that that's
no, it
going on.
has nothing to do with money. It has everything to do with the mindset of a modern day woman.
So why do you think because I mean I figure in my head and I feel like I'm logically thinking there's a balance in life. To every yin, there's a yang. For every, you know what I'm saying? Like when you look at that
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I understand.
but I feel like because in mass amounts and I don't know if you want to talk about just in total, like no matter the nationality. Are we talking about just black men and women, or how you want to
I
gauge the
mean,
conversation? But
every other race of they the women are the yin to the yang to their partner.
I think because
But
you're the outside looking in, you may see it like that. But when you actually know and be around them, they have negatives and positives too.
oh
They
yeah,
have the same issues that we have. They don't we may not have the same issues, but they have their own group of issues that they have within relationships. Things are not it's in everybody's nationality, white, black, Chinese, Indian. Everybody has their issues that they're having. I don't think
yeah. But in other races, the
our
women tend
cultures.
cultures, races, all of that. The women tend to take the back seat to a lot of those um problems or issues. But as far as black, they don't. Because women are no, women are more so y'all are more alpha nowadays. And
More
if you
what?
take an alpha,
Okay.
So if you take alpha and alpha, that's not yin yang. That's you clashing, you know.
I mean, I honestly feel like men want to.
Because
I
I'm
feel,
put it
I feel,
like this.
I feel like if you're gonna be a man all the time, not some of the time. Don't you know what I'm saying? Want me to cook and clean, and you to take out the trash, and then you know what I'm saying. But when it comes to bills, it's half. Like some things are half, some things are the male female dynamic. So my thing is, if you're gonna go that route full heartedly. Don't halfway go there. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
it's different. It's different nowadays.
what do you mean?
You as you stated that women are making more money. Why wouldn't you go have? Like once y'all was housewives and this and that, and it was more go. It was men go get it.
So maybe you guys should make more money because if you guys still want that same dynamic and you want everything to be the same as it was prior, maybe you guys, if we're making more money, maybe you guys should make more money.
Uh, I mean, I don't have no rebuttal to that because I'm not in charge. I can't. I'm not like I can't determine what another man do in that regard, but in my regard, I can. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can take the load, but that shit that conversation is real deep. I'm just thinking about shit, and that shit real deep. That shit real deep as far as men and
But I'm
uh.
saying if you want the balance to be the balance that it was prior, and you're saying the problem is women are making more money and women are more alpha, why do you feel like women are more alpha? Like, why do you feel
Because
women
they
are
have more
having
freedom.
to?
They really have more. They got more freedom. They got more laws to, you know what I'm saying, on their side to, you know what I'm saying, like you go on a job, it's no discrimination, which is a good thing. But at the same time, what does that do to your mental, like to a female mental, if she feels like I am equal? Oh, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. So you can't really tell me much.
Well, I think the problem is, I think men that think on a level that women are making more money, and if they're not making more money, I feel like those men need to date within their wage if that's the problem.
I'm gonna tell
But
you this though. Finish that statement.
I think men that think women are alpha and because I feel like every woman will lessen herself and soften herself and rest in her femininity, as I hear people saying it or whatever. I feel like a woman will rest in her femininity if she's given the opportunity to. And I feel like even those more so alpha women in the right situation will not lessen herself, but lessen her bite when she's being affirmed in who she is, whether it's financially, spiritually, mentally, or whatever. If she's in the right situation, she because the reason why I say that because even in relationships for me myself, like I've in certain situations, I'm different within the dynamic of that relationship. Every relationship is different. And I feel like if you're dating alpha women who are making more money than you and you're feeling uncomfortable with that, maybe you should then date within the pay range
I'm
of a
gonna
woman
stop
who's
you right
not.
there. I'm gonna stop you right there because
Okay.
and one main reason, it's not to me, and it's not even about money. I think women with this "I'm equal to a man" make it about money and it's not even about money. Men don't care what you make. Men really don't care what you make.
But
So
they do.
it's
Like I
not
was
about
literally having
money.
this conversation. I'm sorry, go ahead.
It's just about mindset. So I think more so the modern day woman, you can't tell them nothing because of the opportunities they have nowadays. Um, hold on. Of the opportunities they have nowadays, you just can't. They making it about money. It's not about money.
Are
And
they?
if you
Who is
take
they?
money out the equation,
Okay.
if you take money out the equation, then what is the problem?
I
Because
don't
it's
know.
not
You tell
about
me. Because you said the issue is that women aren't making enough money, right? Or no, the women men aren't make our women are making more money. Like you raised that
no,
problem, you raised that as an issue or a problem
no, I
within
never
a
did.
so what's been what okay, and I may have misunderstood what you were saying, but what do you feel like the problem is within a relationship within a male
Um,
female issue right now?
the topic that we have at hand, which is roles, um, it's no more yin and yang. It's just alpha
But I'm
female.
saying, why do you feel
It's
like the gender roles have switched? Like, why do you feel like they have?
because y'all not to say is the opportunities more opportunities that y'all have. It's just the mindset that these opportunities that y'all have that y'all taking advantage of. It's the mindset that is giving you. And the mindset is I'm independent. What can you tell me now if I'm making more money than you?
It sounds like you're saying that women at first couldn't work and they had to depend on a man. So
Um,
because they don't
no.
have to depend on a man, they're having, you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like it sounds like you're saying that women have bigger expectations now, and that's why the issues are like they are because of the expectations of women, and women's expectations were lowered
You put
because they weren't
words in my
financially able
mouth.
to do that.
You put words in my mouth.
No, what
Listen,
okay. I'm asking you then. Is that what the issue
we
is?
gonna take it back in the gap. It was more so women were housewives. They were taking care of the kids. They were doing this. They were doing that. Men would. That's when men were stepping up and they was providing and doing their thing. Granted
So
that
let's talk about it. So do you feel like men need to step up and do their thing now? Because upwards of 78 to 85, depending on the area that you live in, of households are fatherless. They don't have men inside.
I was just about to bring that up. That granted that the 80s threw us off like a motherfucker. I wasn't here. I didn't know what was going on. But granted, the 80s threw us off with that was like a big drug area. So they kind of threw us off. But I mean, you got a lot of shit going on like this, making sure that we're discombobulated or whatever. You got a lot of powers that be making sure of that, but at the end of the day, we in charge of our own. You know what I'm saying? We're in
Mm-hmm.
charge of our own decisions and what we do. Um,
But how do we rectify that? Like, how do you feel? What do you think? Um, how do you feel like the shift should happen?
Women just can't take it. Women have to change their mindset. They can't take it as um. Can't nobody tell me what to do. I'm independent. I do what I want to do. If they go in looking at it as a partnership, whether they make more money or not, um, as far as vibing with each other, that's something that you have to. As far as vibing, you have to get that vibe back,
Mm-hmm.
which is the yin and the yang. But um, that's just first and foremost. You have to take money out of the equation. You have to take the independent mindset because you got songs that we listen to that like women listen to that, you know what I'm saying? It kind of roots on the independency of a woman and do your own things. You know what I'm saying? Just don't worry about structure and family and all that.
So, what do you think men should do within a
Uh
relationship to bring that shift?
men are so thrown off in that regard because the same music is telling us to kill each other. You know what I'm saying? The same music is telling us to um fuck that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Um,
So do you
what
think the
can
main
men?
thing is the music leading us astray?
It's man. I think we have a whole system that is leading us astray. This system ain't for us, so it's actually designed to do what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, as far as men, that's a good question. What should men do? Because
The reason why
my
I asked
dad,
that question is because I always hear these conversations, and I hear a lot of men talking about what women should do and why they feel like women are being,
I'm gonna tell you
you know what
what.
I'm saying,
I'm
led
gonna tell you
astray.
what.
But I never hear men say what they're doing wrong and what they should do as a collective.
This is another topic for another day. But I thoroughly thought about this, and this is something we definitely gotta get in. I think the men should be raised by the men.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? I think kids should. I can't say the female, but I think men should be raised by the men. That
But
that
that's a yin and a yang thing too, because you have to have a female, a masculine, feminine balance within whether you're a man or a woman. I
yeah,
feel like
but
you need that
if
balance.
say for instance, like I think it's gonna get worse before it get better. So say for instance,
Hmm.
you have a you split up. You have a relationship, you have kids, y'all split up. I think the boy should go with the man. But it don't happen like that. Cause like I said, you
But
got
do
a
you
whole
think
system.
okay, for instance, with you, do you feel like if your mother and father split, your dad was in a place to take care of a child? I mean, you don't have to
Um,
tell your personal business, but I'm
but but
saying,
that's another thing. At the same time, he probably wasn't in place because y'all were getting all the benefits. You know what I'm saying?
really,
Yes. Y'all was getting all the benefits. Uh
all women are women with children were getting benefits.
I mean, we talking about women with a son.
No, think about it, because the fact of the matter is that same man, if he were to go to get assistance, he would get that same benefit that that woman was getting. The thing about it, me as a single woman with no children, I don't get any benefits either. So the problem is, if that man went to get assistance, if you know, first of all, that man could get a job or go to school, get a trade. He can take care of himself that way and not even count on the government for assistance. Or if he had that child, he can also get the same benefits that that woman was getting. Absolutely. Because there's a lot of men
But
that
they
take care of their children and get assistance as well.
but they
But
don't
they
have
feel more shame in it than the
okay.
woman feels shame in it. But go ahead.
We
I'm sorry.
we talking about like once okay, you split. Say you split and the boys go with the men and they
Mm-hmm.
automatically get the apartment, they automatically get the child care, the food, the
But
insurance.
if you're a single father, you can get those things too. Those same
But
things that they give the
that's what
women,
I'm
you
saying.
men can get that as well.
Okay, so if the system has something in place where the the male offspring go with the father and he can get those benefits,
He
that
can get those
that
benefits.
that
That's what I'm saying.
but the kids male or female they go with the mother when
Like you said, if you guys talked about it and that woman say, "Hey, I feel more comfortable with him going with you," and y'all
the
discuss
woman
that,
got come on now and the split
if what they do is generally it is a woman. The judges do give it to the woman because the woman is for the most part in a better place to take that child. But we can talk about that another day. This has been Love Me Some Sugar
they
and
in a
Miss
better place because they had a benefit.
No, I understand that, but we can talk about that next time. I think our
Right,
time is
That's
up.
we
But you
definitely
guys,
got
thank
right
you
there.
guys for joining